We have reached the final weekend of the regular season. 3 games to go. And tonight here in Gainesville, Florida, it's game 1, the 131st meeting of all time between 18th ranked Alabama and 13th ranked Florida. Here's what's still to be decided. 1 through everybody, still uncertain with 3 games to play. Alabama and Florida hoping to be in that base hit into right field. And a base running threat is aboard, and Fowler, that's a very good at bat for the leadoff hitter for the Tide.
Yeah, real good veteran guy. He's at the top of the order for that reason. And now it's going to get
into tonight.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but he turned it around last week at 5 for 11 against the Georgia Bulldogs at home.
1-2, 1 out. Got a big one there and setting LeBron for a single elimination tournament. That one's straight out to center. Yost is there, and there's 2 gone after that leadoff single by Fowler.
You see Peterson paying attention to Fowler at first base, and I think with 2 outs.
Especially when you consider they could also play the song on the harmonica too, by the way. That ball is crushed. And it will be a 2-0 start for the Crimson Tide. Bonamolo with his 8th home run of the year will touch them all here. He drives in Fowler as well. And he's sitting on 46 runs batted in. And Peterson, who'd given up 5 first-inning runs this season, is behind here with 2 outs, 2 zip.
And he has really been getting it done for them. Had a home run against Georgia last weekend. This pitch is up, and he made him pay. Bonamolo Jr., watch him get the foot down. Then the barrel goes through, and that was a no-doubter.
Well, the Gators scored first in all 3 of their games last week at then number 1 Texas. Here they come back home.
But I'm going right back to business.
Swing and a miss. He responds with a strikeout, a Hodo. But for Alabama, 2 runs on 2 hits. The Bonamolo home run is the big swing, and it's 2 zip. 1-1. That's a good start. Line over the shortstop. Actually, it's State and the second baseman. They had shifted. But nonetheless, Boser's aboard here with a leadoff single, and he's up in that delayed steal. Lawson might be 2. And a pretty good turn here by the Crimson Tide defense as the Gators ground into their 30th double play this season. And Super Regional, and then obviously Omaha's what it is. But as Heyman gets plunked here and goes down, oh my. And Jared Schweim's on his way out of the dugout to check on Heyman. To be a leader after having to go through the decision process last summer. We'll talk more about Evans. He'll be here all night. He's done here in the first, and so are the Gators. The Heyman injury has a cloud over us. 2-0 Alabama.
He plays.
That's belted out into right. Wilson up against the fence, and with the sun out, he's there to make the catch. And the glasses are an aid to Ashton Wilson. A long fly out for Torres. 1 gone here in the second. You know, he talked about.
And Mizell's dangerous.
Playable. And Sear on his way in to make the catch. So a pair of fly ball outs. And that's exactly what Peterson did and used the wind as an extra defender. On the ground and nicely laying out, Lawson sends it across. And after giving up that 2-run shot in the first, Peterson has recorded a strikeout, and now he set the tie down.
And Tim Jamison just grinding it out.
That ball's belted out to left. Will the wind help it enough? No. It's going to hang up here and Snell across to make the catch. Giving their lives in the service of our community, honoring officers fallen in the line of duty. And another pop fly out, and the catcher Donay is retired on 1 pitch here. And a very quick start to the bottom of the second inning for Tide. Has run on it like the first pitch to Yosti. That ball's right at the first baseman. Knocked down, Hodo scrambling, can't come up with it. He'll commit his 6th error of the year, and the Gators have a base runner with 2 outs.
Takeoff.
13 stolen bags for Yost. The 1-0 pitch. Out to center. Bonamolo's there, and no problem with that error on the first baseman. One left on base.
A trip to Omaha.
And a walk here to start things in the third. First free pass for Liam Peterson. It's on 4 straight. Popped him up and playable on the left side. It's kind of in no man's land here. Who wants it? Sear calls for it and stumbles into the out. Tough play. Blake Sear gets that first big out you were looking for with the.
So he wasn't on a lot of people's radar back then.
Stands 6-2, and he hits this one out toward Yost, to the track, to the wall, and it is gone. 2-run homer for Justin LeBron. Brings Plattner and LeBron across, and it's 4-0 Alabama.
Yeah, this kid's special. I mean, you're talking the possibility. I was talking to one of my scout friends before the game, and they're thinking, you know, I can tell you that much.
He's made it 4-0, and that's the 50th pitch that you see right there from Peterson that goes bye-bye.
And the funny thing about it, he pulls his hands in here at the last second. Didn't really body of his.
So now Cade Snell lined out his first time up. And he about does the same thing again. Back out to Yost, and Yost on the move makes the catch at the warning track on the 2-run blast here in the inning by LeBron. Now the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4.
I would think Sully would come out now.
And here right on cue is the head coach of the Gators out of the first base dugout. He improved on in the offseason with regard to his catching. Was using that cannon. That's going to get down in right field. One hop to Wilson. He'll get it in quickly and hold the runner at second base. And so it's 60 pitch. There's a history of certain players that have a name LeBron in recruiting other players to his cause. And that's well placed. And rounding third, Bonamolo is going to come in and score here. And Torres with his 37th RBI makes it 5-0 Alabama.
Yeah.
Roman Mizell. Mizell flew out to left his first time up. This one's out into right. And the third out is recorded, but 3 runs come in for.
And that all it is a bone bruise. Maybe he takes a day off, and that would be the best scenario.
2-2. Down on strikes is Nato.
The changing of speeds by Fay is what.
Fay, and then of course the Gators offense at that moment of the game. Normally that's a hit, but not here in the shift. And the second baseman Staten retires Bobby Bozer.
They got that shift. They should be attacking him in. There's no way he should even see an outside pitch here.
Bouncer back to the mound. Fay over to first, and another quick inning for Tyler Fay.
He needs him to get to that whatever 90-95 pitch count and get through another at least 2-3 innings.
And Slayton's aboard here, hit by pitch. So that's 2 walks, and now he's to be applauded for that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're seeing what's going on at South Carolina.
Might be 2 here. On the turn, Bozer sends it across, and Peterson gets a much-needed double play. The Gators turn their 34th of the year, and it's again an Alabama team that only, but with the use of a double play ball, the one that injured Nato. Here's Bozer charging, looking for out number 3. It's going to be close, and he got him. So it ends up being a 1-2-3 inning, but there wasn't anything normal about it.
Crazy.
So Landon Stripping will lead it off. He will wear it. Okay, this is, thankfully it hits the armor down on the ankle, but man, it is tough on this.
A high leverage situation.
Ty Evans with the 1-0 pitch, and that's lined down to center. That starts it when you ask for a pickup truck full of hits. You have to have one to start, so it's 2 on for the first. 3-0-2 hitter with runners on, and this one's popped up. That wind might help it. It's going to be warning track power, and the center fielder Bonamolo makes the catch, but nice tag up in advance. Well, funny you should ask. He said, last weekend, I kind of wanted to get back to the form that I had to start the season. All that offseason work. Pitch back to the screen. Here comes the first run of the game for the Gators. And to score is Stripling. And it's 5-1.
That effort and got you to that 13th conference win, which is huge.
1-2. Got to buy him. Went upstairs with a fastball at 95 miles an hour. Big pitch here. It's a mile up. Torres is called off by LeBron. The shortstop puts it away. The Gators get one run on one hit, leave one left. The Gators are on their
Yes.
And as you said, kind of emptying the tank, and that's a great pitch to end the sequence. LeBron chases a twister down and away, one out on a strikeout, the third of the night for Liam Peterson. So, had a great BP.
Ball's laying out there in the middle of the street. So when you're driving by this ballpark, say around 4:30, beware.
Look at Liam Peterson settling in here. Pair of strike. By the way, Keggs is tearing it up in Double-A right now.
Of course.
Fly ball out to right. Wilson toward the line, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back-to-back times now, Peterson has settled in and set the Crimson Tide down in order.
In a row.
Yes. Backhanded. LeBron throws off the mark, but the tag down by the first baseman, Hodo. Boy, he does have an arm. He just 2-2 pitch. Strike three call. And a punch out on the inner corner.
Ball had a lot of run to it. Borderline pitch. It's actually a name for those pitches.
Bozer out into the shift, and it is absolutely whipped by Staten.
You know, the funny thing about the shift, stolen bases in.
That's through the hole on the right side. Bozer's on his horse. He'll go first to third. They'll cut the throw, go back to first, and just back in with his right hand is Lawson. Whew. Stripling 257 this year with runners in scoring position, and he sends one through the right side. Another run on the board for the Gators. Stripling got the job done. This is all with 2 outs. It's 5-2. You know what, Nick? 5 runs. As if I've now personalized innings. And another. Evans will drive in 1. Taylor Black waving the runner around now, puts the brakes on. Stripling at third base, but Evans here keeps his good run going. Let's call it 8 straight conference games, Reese.
Well, I'm hunting fastball if I'm Sear.
Ball 4, they're loaded. And again, all this comes with 2 outs and after the error by Staten, the second baseman. He went the opposite way, used the wind at his aid. Chops this one, backing up the third baseman. A mile across, he is safe, and another run scores.
I think he beat it. They want to check, but look to be thinking he's going to throw me off speed to get me to chase and be ready for it.
1-2 pitch. Got him on strikes. Heiberger puts out the fire, preserves the lead, but the Gators are back in the inning. Nick, guys on the staff, is that as he popped him up, Bozer trying to find it. It's in the twilight. He lost it, and it's going to drop. And it's going to end up being a double.
Brookins didn't see it either, the left fielder. Yost, I think, saw it out of the 3, but he had the furthest to come get it. South Florida kid.
Walked him. Just missed.
That's a good at-bat. I mean, he fell behind it, and it'd be huge here and another productive out if he can get it.
Got one. Don't able to hang on to the foul tip. This week in the regular season finale. There's Aiden King in the middle. Back to that 2-2. Got him on strikes. Back to back. 2-2. Charging. Lawson clean. Throws good. Oh, and they can't dig it out at first. And the play at the plate is going to result in a run scoring. And Stripling, who's playing first, I've ever been to, never gotten a foul ball.
Okay.
Never. So you're safe with me. 2-2 again. Got him up the ladder. McNeely gets the strikeout, but a run comes across on the air.
Leads change in a hurry.
Wilson sends this one down the right field way to the track, to the wall, reaching and making the catch is Fowler. What a play by Bryce Fowler. And we'll hope and this is his first game of the year. He sends this one opposite way and past the diving left fielder Snell. Brookins with some wheels here. Took a hard turn around second base. He got to second in a hurry. And ladies and gentlemen, somebody grab that baseball for Blake Brookins. Stripling tonight's been hit by a pitch and the RBI single. Steve Wright, there's the delayed seal. Slide, in there is Bobby Bozer.
Perfect, yeah.
The 17th of the year.
Totally executed on the delay steal.
Heiberger, athletic, makes the play. The Gators are limited to the one run, but they keep chipping away.
With the Gators. Frankie Menendez-Rodriguez of the Gators, Jason Torres, and LeBron were all playing summer ball down in South Florida on the same.
The 2-2 pitch. Tomahawks one. High out into right center. There's Yost, 2 away.
They've done a good job on Cade Snell because that's a dangerous hitter they've gotten 4 times tonight.
And I like that because that's leadership on their part. This is a swinging bunt to McNeely. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Luke McNeely. So that's a hold here, if you will, in that when the season started and you had the whole picture right there. That's a leadoff walk for Ty Evans. The tying run is aboard for the Gators here in the 7th.
Good at
In
bat.
that it's, if you have pieces that are in and out because they're moving up and down in the organization, how often is that infield intact? Strike 3 call to Sear. Big first out here for JT Blackwood.
Well, I'm going to take it the other way.
Okay.
In minor league.
There's a legged out infield single for Donay. That's a bomb. That's not an infield single. That is a 2-run home run to take the lead. Brody Donay will touch them all for the 15th time. He's driven in 3 runs tonight. And Florida's come all the way back from down 5-0 to now lead it 7-6.
That is huge. The biggest swing of the year for the Florida Gator baseball team is right there. Fastball outer third, just lets his natural ability let it go Oppo out of the ballpark. Look at him just stay on it, hips, head, shoulder, everything going Oppo, and he knew it.
Stone cold. In the first, Nadeau has to leave the game on a defensive play. Back in the 4th. And shorthand of the Gators have battled all the way back in a battle there. Who makes his Gator debut tonight.
Well, that would make sense, right? Brookins with another opportunity.
There goes the runner. Sharply hit to the shortstop. Quick flip through the bag and a double play. Even with the runner breaking towards second, it was sharply hit. It's 1 run. He walked 4, he struck out 4. Brookins in left. In his Gators debut, he's to the line, and he's got out number 1 in the 8th. In fact, these two teams played a thriller in Hoover 2 years ago. Up and in. And it is a 1-out walk.
Been the victim of that pitch many a time.
Tying run aboard, 1 out. 1-2. See him. Down on strikes is Neal. They barely. Chance here for Lawson. Sends it low again, and it's through Stripling for his second time. That's going to be 2 throwing errors now on Lawson tonight, and it's 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Both are on balls that he came in on.
As well.
9-hole hitter. Popped him up on 1 pitch. It's Sear, an outfielder by trade, who makes the catch as the second baseman. And Bama leaves 2 more in scoring position here tonight.
Got him, yeah.
Double in the 6th, and he's back here in the 8th. Payoff pitch, got him on strikes. 1 gone in the Gators' 8th. And he gets hit. Came in on his hand. That's the 3rd Gator hit by a pitch tonight. The most notable. So now Brendan Lawson. That's a swinging bunt. Blackwood throws a strike to first. 2 gone.
Okay, productive out right there. And now it's up to Stripling, the other.
Payoff pitch now from Blackwood. Popped it up to mile up. LeBron, the shortstop, makes the catch. Now we go to the 9th. Jake. Fly ball out to Brookins. Found it late, but a can of corn for Brookins.
Big first out. Huge.
Donay wants it down. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Popped him up. It's a bit of a tweener here. Sear wants it. Has it. Chop this one up for the Gators. 15th comeback win of the season for Florida. Down 5-0. They win game 1 tonight, 7-6.
Boy, I tell you, with all the adversity the Gators had early in this ball game, one of the best victories this team has had, if not the best victory of the season tonight. Amazing job. Just stay in the course. Liam Peterson, when he fell behind, gave you 2 zeros. The Gator hitters took advantage of some errors. Big hit by Brody Donay to get the lead. And, of course, Jake Goose Gossage Clemente on the close.
1-2-3 sets down the Crimson Tide in the 9th. Florida is now 36-18. And after starting the conference schedule 1-11, they're back at 500. 14-14 with 2 to go. It's also win number 25